Hello, and thank you again for offering to participate on my PAC committee. One of the topics we'll be discussing is the learning management system we use. We use a form of Blackboard. So what I wanted to do is kind of take you on a tour of how our online learning system works for our students. So this is our home page, and even without signing in, they can see general campus announcements. They can resource our career services, which we call Career Connect, our library, which we call Library Connect, our online store, transcripts if they need them, course catalogs, their course schedule, the student handbook. There's also the service desk if they're having any problems, how to contact them. And this is all without them even signing in. This is the sign-in. So I'm going to click in and show you what a student will see when they log in. It doesn't change much. It adds some things like student services, student awareness, financial aid, academic resources, e-resources. The way students get to their classes is to go up here to the courses page and then click on whatever courses they want to get into. I will take you into it, into a class, so you can see how students would navigate the course. Let's see. We will go into this. I want to go into, this is what they call the global menu. So if a class, if you need to go into a class, case studies and marketing management, where is it? That's the one. Okay. It's done. That one? No. So sorry about that, talking to myself. I'm going to turn edit mode off because this is what a student will see. So they access their course either through the course's home tab or through the global menu. And this is what they would see if they were in case studies in marketing management. This is where their announcement would show up that had been posted in the last 7 days. These are where their grades would be showing. These are any alerts they might have. If they're looking for an older announcement, they can click on more announcements and they would find them on this page. So you can see that there are additional announcements here for students in case they need them. Those are older announcements. So we go back to home and we have here course expectations. So this again is the home page. So if we click on course expectations, we see specific information for students on what it is we are expecting of them as students. This red message is a note to instructors. This is a course shell, so the instructor needs to personalize it, add their profile, that kind of thing. And so this message would be removed and their specific course policies and procedures file would be listed. And then student expectations, this is a link and it talks about netiquette and plagiarism and those kinds of fun things that we sometimes have to deal with. And we see here it goes through academic dishonesty, APA citation, assignments. The menu for the students over here is on the side, and it gives them announcements going in detail through these types of things: attendance, communication, discussions, and so forth. For the course policies and procedures, if they click on the blue title of a file, it will download to their computers. And then finding your assignments, this tells them how to find their assignments. Then we go to meet your instructor, and in this area the instructor would have an instructor profile created. I can take you into one of my classes and show you what that would look like. Here we would have the syllabus for the course. The syllabus is the overview of the class. It gives them the description. It gives them the course objectives, a basic outline of the class, evaluation methods, research methods, assignment criteria. So this gives them all of the overview information. The course addendum gives them a summary of their assignments, point values, and what they can expect. So this gives them the evaluation methods. This course is worth a total of 1,000 points. This gives them some typical due dates, and then this lists out in more detail how each week supports the objectives for the course. These are the objective numbers. Then we have the course ebook. All of our classes use ebooks, and the student just needs to click on the text. We also have a link to the APA manual to help them with that. If they click on the text name, it will take them to VitalSource, which is where we offer our textbooks through, and they can actually download these texts into a VitalSource app and read them offline. And this welcome message kind of tells them how to do it. Then we have our weekly units, and these are the doorways into each week's assignment. So we have 6-week classes. So they would click on Unit 1, and this would be the same thing they'd see pretty much in every unit, just adjusted for that unit. And over here they would see all of their resources and assignments. This is the welcome to the unit. It gives them the objectives. These would be any pertinent, pertinent announcements for the course. The lecture, the unit lecture. This is a video created by the instructor. So this gives us a way for our instructors, one way for them to add academic freedom. They record a lecture on a pertinent topic. We ask them to record lectures in smaller bites. So if they have a larger topic they want to cover, to maybe do it in 2, 5 or 8-minute videos rather than posting a 20-minute video. Then there is the lecture review, where the instructor posts one question about the lectures and asks the students to respond. It's basically a double check to make sure the students are actually watching their lectures. Each unit will have the reading assignment. With all of our reading assignments, we have additional resources to help them understand what they're reading. Typically, it is a PowerPoint file. They just click on the blue link and that file will download for them. The unit discussions in this weekly units area, it's basically a generic link to the discussions. I'll show you how students find the discussion questions in a moment. And then they would have any assignments that are listed, any files that are pertinent to those assignments would be attached. Here's the instructions, points possible. They typically would need to do it in like a Word assignment or something. So they would browse their computer, find their assignment, attach it, and if they wanted to make any comments to their instructor, they could. And then in every unit, we have something we call additional learning resources. And these are at least one or more resources that add content to the topics being learned about this week. This is another area where instructors have academic freedom because they can add additional learning resources all they want. They are not allowed to change the assignments or the readings. And if we go back over here, this is how we can access the actual discussions. And it will have all 6 weeks discussions on one page. Now they can add additional questions if they wanted to. They cannot change the 6 here that are graded, but they could add additional ones. Say something in their field happened this week that's in the news. They might want to discuss with students about the event that just happened. They can also do things like add additional resources within the discussion. So this is where students would find their discussion assignment, and they do need to respond to at least 2 other students. And we expect substantive posts and substantial responses to students. This is designed to replace the in-class discussion. So we want their posts to be comprehensive. Students would just click on create thread, and then they can post their work right into the discussion for them to all see. They can check their grades using this link. They can check email using this link. And they can select either all users, individual users, groups, whoever they want to email. Students would not have this section down here. I can't hide it because I'm an instructor. They would have a link to the library, which takes them externally to our Broadview University online library, which we call Library Connect. And we have Smart Thinking, which is a resource for our students to get, in essence, some online tutoring. They can set up appointments if they need to go through like math courses, or if they need help with writing or accounting. They would go through these instructions, and it gives them a little bit of extra tutoring for the course. These are additional tools that they will find, and it would be things like if they wanted to go into announcements, or if they wanted to download Blackboard Collaborate, which is what we use for synchronous meetings with our students. If they wanted to set up their instant messaging, they can instant message with their instructor. Some of their courses may have textbook publisher resources, and links to that would be here. We do offer portfolios for them to create an online portfolio that they can show to prospective employers. This bookshelf takes them right to the Vital Source app. They have a calendar, so this has a lot of tools that will help students be successful in school. And then the feedback is basically just where they can go in and then provide feedback on the classes. As promised, I just want to take you in and show you what it would look like if it were filled in. Turn it to the student view again. And you can see there's an announcement posted for the week that the student can then just click on to read. And I tend to use humor, and I like to insert graphics, and I give the students an overview of the assignment. So this is the introductory announcement I use for the week. The Meet Your Instructor would be filled in with my information, and it gives my email, my work phone, my office location, which, because I have a virtual office, I give them lots of ways that they can reach me: email, telephone, texts, iMessages, Skype, Blackboard Messenger. We require our instructors to have specific online hours, so they need to be online in Blackboard Messenger and available to their students. We want at least 3 specific hours during the week, and we would prefer it to not be a chunk of 3 hours. And we request that they do a daytime and an evening. This is just to make sure that our instructors are available for real-time questions if students should have them. This personal link is a video I put that's a video introduction of me personally. It shows my spouse and my kids and my grandkids and my educational background and my working background and stuff. And then this is just kind of my introduction. I'm a detail person. I like to give lots of details, but what I try to do is I make this introduction something that the students can relate to. So they know I have the education to be teaching, but as I say here, all of this means I know what it is to be a working student, an adult returning to school, a parent, student, an online student. And then I give them a little positive, it can be done. And then some professional, and I include personal information because I want to be a real person to my students rather than just a name or a voice on the computer. So that is the learning management system we use. That is kind of the student experience of it. As you think about it and kind of watch this video, I'll be looking for feedback on it and what you think of how this learning management system works in our meeting. Thank you for your time and attention, and I look forward to speaking with you.